Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a totally new way of working with AI. We're moving past the simple chatbots you type into a website and into a world where AI is a real partner, working right alongside you on your own computer. So, let's get into it.
This quote right here, this is the entire reason we're talking about this today. It really frames the massive, and I mean massive shift that's happening right now. The gap between just chatting and truly co-working with AI, that's where all the power is hiding. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll talk about what co-working with an AI even means. Then, we'll walk through how to set it up, explore 7 really powerful skills that can automate your day, see how to put it all on autopilot, and wrap up with the very first task you can try.
So, what's the big deal here? Well, the source puts it this way. Using a web-based AI chatbot for your work is kind of like owning a supercar just to drive to the corner store. Sure, it works, but you're using a tiny, tiny fraction of its real power. The true potential gets unlocked when the AI moves off the website and onto your desktop. And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. A web chat, it forgets who you are the second you close the tab. But a coworker, like this Claude Cowork desktop app, it lives on your machine. It remembers your rules. It doesn't just spit out text, it actually creates files for you, right, in your folders. And it can work all on its own without you having to watch its every move.
Okay, so how do you actually get this digital partner up and running? You might be thinking it sounds super complicated, but it's surprisingly simple. This isn't about writing a bunch of code. It's just about creating a dedicated workspace for your AI to do its thing.
It's really just these 3 simple steps. You download the app, you make sure, and this is super important, to hit that Cowork button, and then you just create a special folder for it to use. The source suggests calling it something simple, like AI Workspace. This way, everything the AI creates for you, all the reports, slides, and diagrams, stays neatly organized in one spot.
All right, let's get to the heart of it, what the source calls skills. Think of a skill as a pre-programmed ability that lets the AI handle complex, multi-step jobs for you. And trust me, these skills can totally transform how you get through your workday.
We all know this feeling, right? The moment you open your laptop, you just get hit with this wall of emails, calendar pop-ups, and notifications. It's an exhausting way to start the day, and it can easily suck up your first half hour before you've even done any real work.
Well, here's the answer to that chaos. The very first skill is called the morning briefing. It's designed to completely wipe out that morning mess and let you start your day with total clarity. So what does it actually do? This is where the automation really shines. You just type morning briefing, and the AI is off to the races. It'll scan your Gmail for anything important, check your Google Calendar to see what your day looks like, find the latest news in your industry, and then package it all up into one simple report right in your workspace folder.
Now, the source actually details 7 of these skills. They cover everything from summarizing YouTube videos to being a research assistant, but let's jump ahead to another huge pain point for so many of us: making presentations. I mean, how many hours have we all wasted messing with fonts and layouts? Skill number 4, the professional slide deck generator, is here to give you all that time back.
This is fantastic. You just give it an idea, a few bullet points, and the AI builds a complete, professional-looking presentation for you in HTML. It does all the tedious design work, creating slides with slick animations that are ready to go for your next big meeting.
I love this quote from the source because it just perfectly captures the magic of this next skill. For anyone who's a visual thinker, you know that trying to build a flowchart or a diagram from scratch can take forever.
And just look at that number, an 80% time savings. That's huge. With the diagram generator skill, you just describe the diagram you want, and the AI literally writes the code for it. All you do is drag the file it makes into a tool like Excalidraw, and boom, your diagram just appears, perfectly laid out.
Okay, now this is what the source calls the single most important skill of them all. Why? Because this is the one that lets you build your own skills. It's how you can customize the AI to perfectly fit your unique job and your workflow.
This is where the AI really, truly becomes your partner. You just have a conversation with it, explaining what you need done. It'll ask you some questions to make sure it understands, and then it writes the code for a brand new skill just for you. The article mentions creating a custom TikTok scriptwriter as an example. It's literally how you turn the AI into your perfect employee. So we have these incredibly powerful skills, but what if they could run without you even having to ask? That's where we move into real hands-off automation, letting your AI work for you around the clock. This is all possible thanks to something the source calls connectors. Just think of them as bridges.
By using a tool like Zapier, you can connect your AI coworker to over 8,000 other apps you probably use every day, things like Gmail, Trello, or your sales software. Your AI can now talk to your entire digital world.
And this is the last piece of the puzzle, scheduled tasks. You can actually set your skills to run on a timer. Just like this timeline shows, you can have your morning briefing waiting for you at 7 a.m., have it check your sales data at 5 p.m., or even have it scan for urgent news while you're fast asleep. It's like having a ghost worker on your team, 24/7.
I know that was a ton of information, but here's the key takeaway from the source. You do not need to be a tech genius to get started. It all comes down to taking one simple but really powerful first step.
This is the advice. Just download the app and try that one morning briefing skill. The source argues that the moment you see your entire day perfectly summarized and waiting for you, you'll instantly get it. You'll understand the power of this new way of working. It's that aha moment.
And that really brings us to the final question. This entire explainer has been about making a shift from having simple text chats with an AI to building a true partnership. It's all about integrating AI into your actual workflow to save time, create better work, and focus on what you're best at. So the only question left is, are you ready to make that switch?